Hey everybody, Basket here. Right now I'm on top of the building I've been clearing out and working on all the spawners. It's now named the Creeper Water Park. Precisely named it the other day. So we're going to go down and take a look. And this and this. There we go, too many? Okay, great. So I'll head down Creeper Water Park. I replaced the stairs with a ladder, so we'll kind of go down slowly, and you can check out the. I believe I already mentioned I was going to do glass instead of, cobblestone blocks or cobblestone boxes. So here's kind of the craziness from the ladder view. We'll just head on down. All the creepers are, all the spawners are all hooked up, except for that one over there. And I think in this video we'll get that one hooked into the system. So we'll head on down here. We have a bunch of different water elevators and all kinds of other stuff going on. I forget what I exactly showed in the last video, but basically there's a bunch of different creeper spawners all over the place, and they all end up eventually in this room here. And then they go up this long water elevator, and then they drop down. So this is more, it's like 30 blocks or so. So they all drop down, land on this half slab here. That's your cube creeper. Anyway, they land on this half slab, and then they die, and then the hopper collects it all. So here's where the gunpowder goes from all the creepers. I'm not using the creepers at all for XP, just because they're kind of a dangerous thing to mess around with. So the creeper part of this whole building ends up funneling into this room, and then drops down into here. I should have made some load before I started the video, I suppose. But they're pretty close. They're almost up there. Soon. And there's some inefficiencies with my whole system here. This room gets kind of full of creepers when you're in better spawning your spots. And so then this spawner probably doesn't really produce a whole lot because there's so many creepers around it. Because I think there's a maximum that it will produce around like 8 or so around a spawner, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about being super duper efficient, considering I'm not going to need this much gunpowder most likely for at least for a while, and if I do, it only takes an hour or two of sitting here for it to reproduce. I'm a little confused why there aren't any falling. Unless I just was looking somewhere else when they fell. Something broken. I hear the zombies falling behind me. I might have to go take a look. Something seems wrong. Yeah, weird. Okay, well, I'll go take a look at what's going on up here. And these different platforms here are sort of access routes for stuff. So I guess we'll go up to this top one here, which is kind of the top of the. Oh, they are falling. Well, that's weird. I wonder why. Why I didn't see it going. Anyway, so this is the top of the water elevator, and then they fall, and then they splat. So there's the room. Here's another room for the. Well, I guess first I'll show you the area that you hang out in. So the ideal placement for you to make the most stuff spawn, I think, is right here. Is what I, at least for a pretty even number of spawners. There's some spawners that are out of range and stuff like that, but this one I think gets the most going. So then this is where the zombies end up eventually landing. I think I already showed this part of the video, but I've replaced the iron bars and everything with glass, so that way you can see everything better. Eventually I'm going to put hoppers under here, carry the stuff, and then into some sort of sorting system over there. Then above your head you have an enchanting table, a chest for brewing supplies and regular storage, crafting bench, brewing stand, and then water for brewing. And then this is the full enchanting. Do I have anything unenchanted? I don't. Okay, well, it's a full enchanting setup up there. There's some other inefficiencies going on. There's a lot of times where monsters will end up collecting on top of other spawners. So for some of them I put half slabs, so that one probably won't have any spawn on top. But then if any spawn in that one, then they might land on that half slab, so they'll be collecting a bunch of zombies on there. For the zombies, it's usually only one or two, maybe. But for the creepers, I've seen on this spot, sometimes there's like 4 creepers just kind of hanging out. So it's slightly inefficient, but given the size of this whole thing, it's not that big of a deal. Because there's plenty of... That guy's not where he should be, where he belongs. So yeah, sometimes there's also... I haven't had any problems with creepers being where they shouldn't belong, but for some reason zombies will sometimes wander. I don't really know. Don't really know how he got there. Anywho, so then there's a bigger bunch of creeper spawners up here. So they all collect together, and then they come down this chute right by the window here, so that you can kind of see them as they come by. And then they drop into... there's a creeper spawner in there, and then there's a chute that goes straight down into the main chamber. And so then these guys, they just kind of hop into that same chute. And then they drop down. And they have a whole pool party down there. And then they come up for the big final water elevator, and then they die. So let's check out some of the mechanics a little bit. Or at least, I mean, the mechanics is water and stuff, but let's take a tour, I guess. So if we head up here, there's a couple zombie spawners in here, and then in there. So then they come through here, and then basically the zombies just need to end up on the very bottom water area. So that's what this is. And then some of the creeper spawners were too close to the zombie spawner, so I actually had to build like a 3 or 4 thick glass solid wall in between them, so that way they wouldn't spawn in the wrong sections. Alright, let's head... There's a glass... Yeah, so we'll head on over here. Well, I'll come back... No, oh, okay, yeah. In this video I'm going to do the other creeper spawner, but I'm trying to think of how I want to get there. But I'll probably go underneath. So then zombie spawn in here. And then this is one of the other chambers. So the creepers spawn in there. They come through here. This is all solid. And then they come through here. And meanwhile, they pass by. There's 2 more creeper spawners, another creeper spawner, and then that one. These are all put together, and then they fall into that same single tunnel that, or the I guess channel that goes right by that window that we saw over there. And a bunch of zombie spawners in the process. I think I don't want to fall. Although if I fall, there's still I need to avoid all the zombies in the middle, but I can go around and then get back to this ladder. So let's head down to a lower level. This is the same one we already just saw. Then this one is sometimes if I want to make it so that the zombies don't actually make it all the way up, I'll replace the block behind this glass block with just solid cobblestone, so they end up getting up here and then just drowning, because I don't really have a good off switch for this whole thing yet. I was thinking of actually making a kind of a skylight that you can open up with pistons, but for now there's no real way to turn off the zombies without putting a block in there. So that's what this platform is mainly for. So let's head down a little more. So yeah, so this is the creeper room I just mentioned. This is the chute that brings basically all the creepers from up top, at least on this side and over there. And then there's all the zombies. And then this is my little way to get down to where the... so down there, this is where the zombies come through, and then they move up this water all the way up to there, come over here, and they fall. They land right here, and then they move over, in theory. They move over to here, and then go up this water elevator just to get them up to my platform up there. But there's quite a few inefficiencies that I might need to improve here. I have a lot of zombies, so in theory then I can get a lot of XP, but there's a big bottleneck here, obviously. Because they can only go one at a time, and then they kind of have to bump each other to really fit into the single column to go up. So that's kind of inefficient. The other one is, when they fall down here, I want them to fall on the solid block, but a lot of times they just sit there. Or sometimes, if there's a couple of them piled up, when they fall, they actually slightly touch this water so they don't get the falling damage. And then they move over it. So they are going through the system, but not as efficiently as I want. I considered building basically more water elevators to empty out the bottom. But given the real estate that I have, and also wanting to trying to figure out how to control the water flow, that makes it a little bit trickier. So I may, for now, I'll just leave it the way it is now, and it'll be a little bit inefficient. And then maybe I'll try to come up with a better plan for that. But anyway, let's get back up, and then I'll head on over to the other creeper spawner that isn't hooked up yet, and then we'll go ahead and hook that up. And then my plan is, oops, missed it. Plan is around here. So there is the creeper spawner, and I have to watch out because this is a zombie room, which isn't actually blocked off right now, but I don't think they'll fall over this way. And then actually it's not active right now, but that zombie spawner, the output's here, and it's not blocked off from this side, so I'll just need to be aware to not get too close to that, and then not to run into those, because those guys will knock me off. So I guess first off we will, let me just light up this area a little bit, I guess. I only have some lights over here and there, because I don't want to decrease the spawns, but I also want to be able to see everything, because it's kind of cool. So that's why I have sort of accent lighting around. And that guy just popped, but it was because he's actually outputting to the outside. So it's a little bit dangerous outside. Until, for the most part, I think they're spawning in here, but this one is disabled, at least for the most part. I don't feel quite confident that it's all the way disabled, but just let me. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Block. I don't want to be right next to it and it blows up. Alright. So what I want to do is I'm going to build a water to push it over into, I think, the corner, and then push it up. There's an opening there, and then I can dump it into this creeper chamber, and it'll follow the same flow, and then drop back down. So that's my plan. I will eat real quick, and then I will start with the bottom of this chamber. I want to make sure that there's at least two, so that the water, so that when these guys spawn, they don't run into this platform. So I think actually we'll just be safe and go 3 down. And then this is my glass breaker, by the way, so I don't waste a bunch of glass. I ended up clearing out a bunch of desert to the north of here. I mean, quite a bit north, but so that way I can have all this glass, because this is quite a bit of glass. Right. I'm gonna make sure that they won't spawn, so let's bring it out to here. Slip that there. And then I'll replace this. Okay. This is my escape route as well, so I want to make sure it's not underneath the this thing. Okay, so so we still have to watch out for those guys, even though, in case we get too close to them, they might start spawning. Alright, so I think that's good. Make sure this is well lit so that things are less likely to spawn on here. Okay, good. And then, well, I don't need to jump pillar yet. Right there. Alright, so then this needs to come out. probably here. That's probably enough. And then is that... I don't think that's too close to those, but it'll be a closed system. I'm going to cover this up. So I'm not too worried about... I mean, there's a chance that zombies might spawn on top of here, but then I can just come across again and then put maybe water on top of this. Hopefully I have enough glass to finish this off. We'll see. Escape route. Alright. Put these in. Alright, so now, in theory, if I have water in this corner, will that push it all the way? Okay, great. Great, that worked out. So it'll push it here, and then this will be the water elevator going up. So let me grab that again. I want to get infinite spring going in this area, because I only have 3 water buckets. And then we'll build the water elevator. Let's see, so it'll be really don't want this guy to spawn in my face because this still need to go away. So we'll do that. Hopefully they don't blow me up. Okay. So then it'll be starting here. Yeah. But I'll need to get up there first, so let me do this. And then, yeah, that'll work. Good. So then we will... I guess I could do signs while I go up as well. That'll probably be easier. So, maybe the first sign. Let's see. So there's going to be water here. So that means that there'll be water here, no water here, and so on. Okay, good. For this to get up. And there. Right, good. Make our way up. Yeah, this isn't... This project grew in scope as I worked on it more. I ended up making it bigger and more crazy. But that's alright. Okay, so then this is still above. Okay, so I think actually... so that'll be air. Push them up here. So this will be water. So then that means that... let's see, I'm going to still build that up. So we'll do... So where I'm standing now will actually be where the opening is. So we'll move that open for now. Build the top here. And then glass breaker. Oops, I lost that one. Oh, you don't see me. I'd rather fall than have him blow up my face. Okay, and hopefully they can't get to me. Okay, good. So, well, that's exciting. Oh, what are you doing over here? Oh, I haven't closed this up yet. Okay. Nerves. Okay, so these guys can still get up here. I don't like that. Alright, so I will need to adjust some stuff. Let me get this going. And pillar back up. Put a top on this thing. So he's here. I'm going to go to there. So at the top. Alright. So that's the top. Okay. And then how do I want to... I'll have to get at the top and then see how I'm going to approach the pushing them off. Yeah, okay. So then Let me just pillar up here. Finish off. I'll probably have to turn down the game sound for you guys, because there's a few zombies right there that are kind of noisy for me. Alright, close this. I've got up top. And then I guess I'll finish this. And I'll finish the rest of this on the inside. So for now I'll just do this. Be wary of the creeper spawning in my face. Okay, so then this is... Alright, I need to close this off. So now that's sealed. Good. And then we will put... Let's see. Trying to figure out if I can get over there real quick. Oh, good. Okay, good. So then this will be the top. That's sealed off. So now that's all sealed. There'll be water here that pushes over. So I think I'll go ahead and put that in now. I think. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. And then I'll come up after the fact. No, I guess I... how do I do this? I'll do this. Break this. Break this. Oh, I need a sign up there. Shoot. You don't see me. You don't see me. I need a sign right behind this cobblestone. I guess this could have been done better. Here we go. Okay. So I don't want them to see me. Sign. Cobblestone. Good. Okay. So now the water will just push them to the edge and drop them in. These guys won't try and swim up, because that would be bad. So water. Come back, come back, come back. And so this, I mean, this complex thing I'm doing here with you guys is what I did for everything else. In fact, this thing was even worse with the creepers, because I was trying to accommodate a lot of different, like, kind of a tight space, and trying to get the water to cooperate was not easy. Okay, so we're gonna take this block out. So now the water's pushing the eventual creeper, so I'm just gonna fall all the way down. Yep, yeah, that's good. That was as planned. That creeper, or not creeper, but that zombie is where I eventually won't want him to be. But for now he's okay. Alright. So this is the anti-creeper spawning thing. Got this. So now let's put the phone away. Grab some water. 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 Oh, okay, good to know. I don't want that to happen. And then water. So we'll just put water all the way up this. And then I'll put, I guess, water on top of this, because these zombies are... Although I could build more of a glass wall so that they won't actually spawn up there at all. I don't know, I might do that. The easier one will probably be... I have enough signs, so I can do... Just have a thing where it pushes them off. Because I don't really want the water to go all the way down. Alright, that should be enough for the water, I think. Once I get up there, I need to make sure I don't get sucked into the other chamber. So I think that means I... Good? Yeah, good. So that's done. And now I just need to come down here, and then let's get rid of this stupid zombie. Is he gonna come after me now? I'm kinda worried he's gonna hit me off this thing. Well, let's hope he doesn't. So I can shoot him. Duh. Problem solved. Alright, let me grab another water, just in case. We'll head on up top. Okay. So that's filled in all the way. I think. Yeah. This... We'll move this light source a little higher. Just so that we can see this cool thing from over there. And I don't think that'll really conflict with the lighting of all this stuff. Let me do water. I really don't want to do water. I have enough glass to section this off. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Just going to do that. So that way we can, because it's harder to see through the water far away. So this will keep them off of this thing and make it so that they just fall all the way down. Maybe better. Okay, great. Anything else I need to do here? So this is still open. So if I actually wanted to get onto this platform here, I could come up the top of the creeper thing here and then just come down here. Alright. And so we'll just leave this open, I guess. There's any reason to worry about that part. And I think... how do I want to actually start this thing? I guess I will put down one more. Make sure I only need really one water bucket, so I don't need this water anymore. Missed it. Okay, and then I don't want them to spawn on me as I do this. If I put water here, that's not water at all. If I put water here, then let me just make sure this works too. Okay, so I'm a creeper. So now I'm in here, and now I'm swimming up, and okay, good. There's no other weird water spots. Sometimes I'll also do this too, although I'm standing here, so that doesn't really help. But just to see if they flow into some sort of weird water current. But I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here, so it looks like it's okay. So I'll grab these. And I think this one will be harder to get to. So I'll grab that. There's a good chance that if they do spawn right now, they'll be in water, and so I don't think that there'll be much of a problem there. Okay, so there's no torches on the on that side. I mean, on that block there is, but I'm about to break that block. Okay, moment of truth. So I'm going to stand over here, and then I'm going to need to get back and plop down the things. Okay, so let's break this, break that, break that, break that, break that, break that, break that. Close this, close that. There we go. So there is this particular chamber is now hooked up, and then we will head up top here just to make sure that they properly drop into here. Let's see. Awesome. So then that guy is now in the regular water current. Heads off that way. Perfect. So let's work our way down here. Make sure that this is safe. It is. Good. Over here. And over here. Okay, so the other thing is that this corner, let's see, I also want cool lighting. So this is somewhat lit up, which is good. There isn't much light. I'm trying to see how safe it is. Okay, there isn't much light in this corner. So I think I actually want to put some accent lighting over there so that I can give you a first-hand tour of what it's like underneath. Alright, let's take a jump. So we want one torch right there. How's that look? That should be good. So then the trick is, these guys, I don't know if they're still spawning. I don't think they are. These guys really want me, but I think for the most part I can just sneak under here. Yeah. So then this is where they all come through, and this is my emergency human escape route. So if you're a human and you're ever in here and you watch this video, then you know that if you fall in here, you can just swim over to this ladder, and then you're out. Then you're good to go. Alright, so let's head, I think if you're on the main chamber, which is the next one up, then I think that new one we just put in is, I missed, is within spawning range, I hope. I mean, either way, well, oh, that scared me. You're not really here, are you? No. Here, let me try to get rid of some of these guys so we can see. And so, yeah, even then, with one splash potion of healing, I didn't kill them all because, well, either because they're glitching, or because they're not really getting hurt all the way. I don't know how much one potion does in comparison to how much health they have if they didn't fall in. But at least now they're not glitching in my face. So, if we stand here, which is the sweet spot in this corner, because these three activate, as well as everything. You can't see them, but there's all the way up to the ceiling. There's one up there. So then this guy is active, and let's see if they. So yeah, it looks like they are spawning some. So they're moving up. Yeah. So this is the Creeper Water Park, as well as zombies, but the creepers are. What's the name? Creeper Water Park. So eventually I'll put in the collection stuff here, and then try to fix the zombie situation. They're not quite doing what I want them to do. But this is kind of funny. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's slightly inefficient. There's enough real estate here. Actually, I could probably put in a second one, but I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on what I should probably do, or what I could do to kind of improve it. If I forgot something in here that would be really good to have, maybe an anvil. Maybe I could put in an anvil right there. I have to get enough iron for that, but yeah, I think it works out pretty well. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.